You know, I was lucky enough to be in a program with Rick Keffer that was for people that own businesses, entrepreneurs that own businesses. And one of the goals that I had in this program was to become involved in our community, because I had not been involved in the community. We flew under the radar screen for many years. And we were in a meeting, and I stated my goal there, and Rick said, "Have I got the program for you?" And it was communities and schools. And Rick was kind enough to introduce me to Susan Milana and the whole program at communities and schools. And I would say that's about 6 years ago, and we've been involved ever since. And being involved with them makes you really proud. It makes you proud to be part of an organization and contribute to an organization that does so much for the children and the youth of our community. Communities and schools is proven to be a significant cause in our community, and will always continue as long as we can possibly do it, to be my family and my company's our nonprofit of choice. Every child in our community deserves and needs the chance to make the best of their life, to reach their full potential. And Communities and Schools helps provide that through their programs, through their commitment. They know how to make specific programs work for the children that are in our schools today. That's the way it works. That's the way it's worked ever since I've been involved. I think that the most important thing about Communities and Schools, their management, their staff, their volunteers, is that they provide a safe, caring environment in the touch of an adult in a student's life and a child's life that might not otherwise be there. The learning, the programs, the curriculum is one thing, but having that ability to go, be excited about going. It's not that it's not a cool thing to go to CIS. It actually is a cool thing to go to CIS. And when children get that excited, you're reaching their needs. CIS does a great job doing that. Remember, we're one little part of it, but it just keeps growing and growing. And we have that responsibility to make sure it is sustainable. And the management group, the staff, the chair, the board, and the chair, they have made sure that CIS is a sustainable entity. Sharing resources today, whether it be time or treasures, and I learned that from Susan, is a really important responsibility. And it's an important thing to consider. And when I was doing it, and again, something I learned from Rick Keffer, was that we have to think about what are the responsibilities, the financial responsibilities of these type of groups. I can tell you that when I was on the board, that less than 10% of the total budget was for administration of the charity. I don't know what that figure is today, but I would tell you that it's probably lower than when I exited the board, and that's a tribute to how the company, if you will, runs their business. We need that to continue with Communities and Schools. How am I going to look my child in the face and try to teach him social responsibility? How am I going to try to teach him how to do his best unless my wife Kim and I can exhibit to him how to give? And you know, it's our responsibility with Hearts of Gold to teach him the right way to figure that out. And it's organizations like Communities and Schools that he needs to be supporting in the future. That's why we have a Heart of Gold, and it may be inwardly driven because we want to be a good example for our son. Only legacy that we leave is the future of our children. You can leave a lot of things behind, but the most important one you can leave is a better future for our kids. Our parents did it for us, and we need to do it for the next generation, and it needs to continue on.